Today I am going to tell you some interesting facts about cello. The cello, also called violoncello, is the second largest string instrument in the string family. It rested vertically on the floor between the performer's knees when being played. The cello is the tenor voice of the violin family. It shares this family with the violin, viola, and double bass. As with the other string instruments, it can be played with a bow or plucked with the notation of pizzicato in the score. The cello is often said to be the instrument which sounds closest to the human voice. A traditional cello has a spruce top, with maple for the back, sides, and neck. The cello body has a wide top bout, narrow middle formed by two C bouts, and wide bottom bout, with the bridge and F holes are just below the middle. The end pin of the cello is made of metal. Strings are made out of gut, metal, or synthetic materials. The pitches of the open strings are C, G, D, A from left to right. The cello has 4 strings. The lowest string of the cello is tuned to C, 2 octaves below middle C. The strings are then tuned in fifths, resulting in G, then D and the highest being A. The lower strings have a richer, darker sound, and to exploit this it is quite common for composers to write that a particular phrase should be played on a particular string. So what is the typical range of the cello? The cello's full range of more than 4 octaves gives it one of the most expansive ranges of any instrument you can play. When compared viola and violin, the cello employs a larger usable range. In fact, it's not unusual for the cello section in an orchestra to play higher than the viola section. Plenty of composers have written works for the cello. Here are some famous works for cello. For example, Beethoven composed 5 sonatas for the cello. His third sonata, Opus 69, was composed in 1808. In this sonata, Beethoven achieved the ideal balance between the piano and cello parts. It is one of the most frequently played of Beethoven's cello compositions. In addition to the work from Beethoven, Robert Schumann was a cellist in his youth. His Concerto in A minor is a piece with one of the most thematic beauty in the entire repertoire. Schumann conceived his concerto as a concert piece for cello with an accompanying orchestra. In this concerto, the orchestra is very powerful, and yet the cello is always heard. Another famous composer, Richard Strauss, also composed 2 works for the cello. The first work is Sonata in F major, Opus 6, composed in 1883 when he was only 19, and the second one is the symphonic poem Don Quixote, Opus 35 in 1897. Don Quixote is a symphonic poem for cello, viola, and orchestra and consists of an introduction, followed by 10 variations and a grand finale. It could easily be said that the popularity of the cello has continually increased since its introduction over 300 years ago. Not only can it be heard in classical music, but is often featured in pop music, being used by artists from the Beatles to Pink Floyd, Nirvana, Rihanna and many more. I hope you enjoy the video. Remember to subscribe to my channel to learn more music knowledge.